Well, it's been a heartbreaking year for the families of two murdered Delphi teenagers waiting to catch the man responsible for their deaths.
On this day last year, Abby Williams and Libby went missing near a bridge in Delphi to take pictures. The next day, they were found murdered. Our Matt McCutcheon is live in Delphi this morning. Matt, the community isn't giving up hope that they'll find justice for these teens.
Exactly right, Ben and Julia, good morning to you. A vigil, in fact, is planned here tonight at this church with a huge turnout expected, especially when you consider the huge turnout that's taken place at other events and the way this story has really gripped this community of Delphi and, in fact, the state and even the country. Video shows the huge turnout for volunteers, even complete strangers coming together to help in the search for Libby and Abby the day the news would break about their disappearance. Then, of course, the next day would come the heartbreaking discovery in reality that they had in fact been murdered. And there have been so many touching, poignant moments in the days after this happened. That following weekend, I remember covering this huge motorcycle ride through downtown Delphi with hundreds of motorcycles that came to the Delphi Courthouse Square lining up. I remember being surprised to find a motorcycle that came as far as Arizona. Everyone joining in for that relief fund, with that fund now standing at more than $225,000 for information leading to the arrest of that suspect. The families, meanwhile, have continued to work round the clock to make sure this case stays very much in the national spotlight, recently opening up and giving a tour of Libby's room to the Dr. Phil show, which aired right here on Channel 13 back in December of 2017. That room is exactly as it was the day she disappeared. The family saying they want to keep it in place while also wanting to keep the pressure on for someone who knows something to come forward and make that call to that tip line to make sure that that person is arrested. Now, that vigil will be held here later tonight at the Delphi United Methodist Church. That's right here off of US 421 here in Delphi. We will have continuing coverage all day long. And coming up here in the next half hour of Sunrise, we're hearing from the family on this one-year anniversary. We'll have that for you all new coming up at 6:30, Ben and Julia, on this very somber anniversary.
All right, yeah, I got to imagine that will be that way in that community today. Thank you, Matt. Well, police did release a sketch of the man they think was behind the murders.
Yeah, of course, remember they used those pictures from Abby's cell phone to create this sketch. This is the man police are looking for. It's been broadcast nationwide, as Matt mentioned, on national TV programs and shared all over the internet around the world. Police are still hopeful someone will recognize this face. And of course, if you have any information that can help, if you saw something that day or you've seen someone that might look like this sketch, call the tip line there on your screen. Police are still tracking down leads and tips every single day. They say no tip is too small. You could have the missing puzzle piece here to help them finally solve this crime.